Hey, I am Devil. In this fifth tutorial, we are doing inserting images in HTML using HTML and CSS. So number one is HTML and number two is CSS. Otherwise, we can insert with the PHP, JavaScript and other languages, but I will teach you the basic way of doing it. So to number one, all HTML images are placed in IMG tags, and we add the attribute we call source src. Then inside the attribute value, the source value, we insert the URL, the uniform resource locator, or in layman's language, the image file location, the path. Then we add another attribute we call alt. So alt means an alternative text whenever the image is not displayed, or if the internet is slow, the page will load this text first before the images, or for the purpose of the screen readers or those who have eyesight problems, they can't see the images on the screen will read the text on their behalf. So an alternative text will go here. Then we can add other attributes like width. So the value of the width is in measurements like pixels, centimeter and others. So the SI unit in computers is pixel. Say xpx, abbreviated as x represent the measurement like 200, the integers, and the height attributes. So values can be like auto, minimum, percentage, or whatever you may want, but I will explain later in CSS the other values, the meaning of them. Let's say we want to resize by y pixels. So the purpose of height and width is just to resize the image on the screen. So that is the syntax. So let us try to do a practical example by a number of ways. You want to find the file path of any image in the computer. For example, mine are in a tutorial folder, and all the images have arranged in a folder called assets. So that is the best way of arranging your media files when you are creating a website, so that when you are uploading them on the server, you reduce the error of omission of some images. So remember, when an image miss in a website, it will look very ugly. So like videos will still go in the asset. So I'll open the image and go to one of the image like calc. Then you right click and go to properties, or alt enter. Then you make sure that you copy the location URL up to the end. So I prefer that you copy and paste in the URL folder. So you paste here, then ensure that the backslashes are interchanged to the forward slashes, because of some of the browsers misinterpret the backslashes. Without adding any space, you leave the way it is and you add another forward slash, because we are not done with navigating to the real thing. So next step, we take the name of the image. So the name of the image is calc. So you make sure that you copy it and paste it here. So you paste there, then you add the file type extension. Still on the same properties, you can find the extension, which is .png. So there are so many image types like PNG. So PNG means portable network graphics. So it has a PNG extension, GIF. So make sure that you add the extension. GIF means graphics interchange format. And we have another one we call ISO, the Microsoft icon. We have JPEG, portable network graphics, and so many of them. So ours, for instance, was PNG. Then the alternative text, this one will be executed calculator. So ensure that you save. So let me try to run it, and you will see our calculator is there. So I want to just to intentionally give an error, maybe remove G so that I run it. So you'll see the word calculator is being displayed instead of the image. So another way of finding the URL, you open a browser, a new window browser, and you drag the image in the browser. So after dragging, then you have your link up there. So you copy that one. So when you copy and paste it here, it summarizes. Yeah, so that's another way of doing it in HTML. So back to method 2, we can also insert images using CSS, but CSS is among the professional way. So one of the way I will insert using the inline CSS. So if you don't know how to insert CSS in HTML, go to my HTML CSS, and I've explained how the 3 ways of inserting CSS in HTML. So the first way I want to do inline, I want to insert an image in the body. So inside the body, you just use this syntax, you write style equals to, so the attributes will go there. So the first attribute we use is the background image. 2 naming words in CSS we separate by a hyphen or a dash. Then you insert a full colon just after that URL. So URL, you just write URL and the round brackets. So inside the brackets, the URL path will go inside there. So I will use the single quotes because outside I've already used the double quotes to avoid overriding of that statement. So my URL will go there. So another advantage of arranging your images in an asset, so I don't need to write the whole of the path, but rather I can just write assets, then / I pick the name of the image that I want, maybe hero. So make sure you confirm it is JPG. When I hover on it, it's hero.jpg. So just write hero.jpg, but otherwise you can copy and paste to avoid errors. So I will save and try to run it, this one. So you will see the image is already there, and it is a background image. You can see all these text are on top of that image, and it is very beautiful. So I can make it very interesting. Can add some like marquee. So the work of the marquee is what you want to see on the screen. The next part of the tutorial, we are still on images, but I'll teach you 2 concepts: the image pictures and the image maps. Thank you. See you in the next tutorial, and remember this, that there is always room at the top.